Every brawler in Brawl Stars has a weakness, even the strongest ones. In this video, I'll reveal the biggest flaws holding each brawler back and how you can use them to your advantage. I've split them into 7 categories: snipers, throwers, assassins, tanks, supports, controllers, and damage dealers. Let's start with snipers. Number 1, Brock. Brock is a sniper that's really strong at long range because of the damage area his missiles leave behind. The problem is his shots are narrow and slow, so fast brawlers in mid-range can easily dodge them, which often forces him to back down. I don't even know if his hyper super is better than the normal one. Number 2, Piper. Piper is one of the strongest snipers in the game, but she can become completely useless against Nani. Her passive makes her deal massive damage from far away, but close up she does almost nothing. That means if a fast assassin or tank gets near her, she's in big trouble. Number 3, Bonnie. Bonnie is a single-shot brawler, which makes her weak against brawlers like Tara or Charlie whose pets can pressure her. But her biggest flaw is definitely her speed in cannon form. It's slow, making it easy for snipers to catch her. Number 4, Mandy. To use Mandy effectively, she has to stay still and focus to get full sniper range, which makes her vulnerable. Her biggest flaw is her inconsistent super. If you manage to hit it, you get a lot of value, but if you miss, it's a big disadvantage. Number 5, Nani. Nani's attack is really unique, which is also her weakness. It can be tough to hit enemies, especially fast ones, so she's not always reliable. Her hypercharge isn't also that good. Number 6, Janet. Janet is really consistent. She has an ult to escape or chase, and her gadget can spot invisible brawlers. But her range isn't enough to compete with other snipers, and her damage isn't enough to take down tanky brawlers. Number 7, Maisie. Maisie's biggest flaw is her narrow, slow projectiles. It makes hitting enemies really difficult, and her super takes ages to unleash, risking being interrupted. Number 8, Angelo. Angelo deals a lot of damage, but he's a single-shot brawler and his shots take time to recharge. If you miss often, you'll be extremely vulnerable and lose position, which is his main weakness. Number 9, B. B is a great sniper and anti-tank, but her weaknesses are her low health and reliance on accuracy. If you hit once and then miss a charged shot, you won't do enough damage. Number 10, Belle. Belle is very consistent, but she has nothing to protect herself like Nani, Janet, or B. Combine that with her lower damage output, and assassins can easily take her down. Number 11, Byron. Byron's main attack hits with 3 ticks of poison, so to take someone out he needs to stack it and ideally finish them with his super. The problem is, if a brawler comes at him up close, he usually can't kill them fast enough because of his poison mechanic, which makes him really vulnerable to close-range brawlers like Lily or Kit. Number 12, Gus. Gus is such a solid brawler, and honestly one of my favorites. If I had to point out a flaw, it would be his attack range. It's a bit shorter than most other snipers, which puts him at a slight disadvantage. His super is also impossible to give to allies. Please, Brawl Stars, give his super the same Doug's hot dog treatment. Now let's move on to the throwers section. Number 1, Grom. Grom's biggest flaw is definitely his attack pattern. Good players get used to it really quickly and can almost always dodge his shots. This becomes an even bigger problem at close range. Number 2, Tick. Tick can be pretty annoying, but his bombs don't deal that much damage, which is his main flaw. That means tanks like Ollie can push through the pain and eventually reach him. Number 3, Sprout. Sprout's attack is tricky to hit at close range, and brawlers who can dodge quickly and close the gap completely counter him. His hypercharge is also horrible. Number 4, Juju. Juju's biggest weakness is her reliance on her gadget and super. Without them, she's extremely vulnerable to assassins. These abilities were also nerfed recently, which is why she's fallen off the meta. Number 5, Barley. Unlike other throwers, Barley has almost no defensive tools. Juju has her pet and gadget, Tick has his gadget and super, and Sprout at least has a wall. But Barley's slow gadget isn't enough to stop assassins. Plus, to deal good damage, his attacks need to tick twice. Number 6, Dynamic. Dynamic's main flaw is classic. He just can't defend himself if an assassin like Mortis rushes him. Number 7, Larry and Lori. Like Barley, they rely on the 2-tick mechanic for damage. They also struggle against assassins who rush them, but at least their second star power can help a little with that issue. Number 8, Willow. Willow has two major flaws, her super and her gadget. If you miss her super, you'll be at a big disadvantage. And if you use her gadget at the wrong time, you're basically setting yourself up to die. Her hyper is also a bit underwhelming. Now that we've finished with throwers, let's move on to the assassins. Number 1, Allie. After the nerfs, Allie really fell off. Her biggest weakness right now is her super slow reload speed, which makes her feel almost unplayable. Number 2, Cordelius. Cordelius's main flaw is his short range. Even when he gets close, his shots can sometimes be awkward to land, which holds him back. Number 3, Fang. Fang's weakness is mainly around his super. It takes a long time to charge, it's easy to miss or hit an obstacle, and on top of that, his unload speed is slow. Number 4, Kaze. Kaze's biggest flaw is her reliance on cooldowns and perfect timing. If she misses multiple dashes or shots, she's left completely vulnerable. On top of that, she struggles a lot against tanks. Number 5, Edgar. Edgar has multiple problems. First, he relies too much on his super to engage. Second, once he jumps in, brawlers with high burst damage can shut him down before he deals enough damage and lifesteals enough. That makes him really risky in draft. Number 6, Sam. Sam relies heavily on walls and can get shut down by stuns or slows, which stop him from retrieving his gloves. Even though his hypercharge is really strong, it takes so long to get that it barely matters in most games. Number 7, Shade. Shade's main weakness is his limited range and reliance on landing critical hits up close. He can also be hard countered by brawlers like Jackie or Hank who are tanky and can punish him even when in walls. Number 8, Maiko. Maiko's slow reload speed is his biggest flaw. He's very dependent on having ammo ready, and once he runs out, he's basically useless. Number 9, Lily. Lily relies heavily on her super and gadget to get close. On top of that, she needs to be right on top of enemies to deal damage, which makes her easy to outrange. Number 10, Crow. Crow is solid, but his weaknesses are clear. Low damage output and the fact that most long-range brawlers can outrange him. Number 11, Kenji. Kenji's reliance on landing perfect dash combos. If he misses or gets blocked, he loses all momentum and becomes an easy target. 12, Leon. Leon needs to get really close to deal strong damage. His super is also inconsistent. He can easily get scouted by random shots or things like Jean's attack and Janet's gadget. Number 13, Buzz. Buzz is completely dependent on his super. If you miss it or it gets canceled, you're left in a terrible spot. Number 14, Mortis. Mortis has low health and low immediate damage output, which makes him very easy to counter with tankier brawlers who deal high burst damage. Number 15, Melody. Melody struggles against long-range brawlers and anyone with big burst damage, like Cordelius. On top of that, her damage can feel inconsistent, and she can have trouble building her super. Number 16, Kit. Kit is a really strong brawler right now, but if I had to point out a flaw, it would definitely be his short-range basic attack and the difficulties he encounters when trying to get close to enemies. Now let's continue with supports. Number 1, Poco. Poco's biggest flaw is his damage. It's just not enough to deal with most brawlers, which often leaves him helpless. Honestly, I think they should at least give him a small damage buff, and his hypercharge sucks. Number 2, Pam. Pam is one of the weakest brawlers in the game right now. Her main issues are her really slow unload speed and her inconsistent damage, which makes her easy to outplay. Number 3, Gray. I wasn't sure which category to put Gray in, but I'll put him here. His shots are very thin and hard to land, and if you miss his gadget, you lose a lot of value. Number 4, Doug. I'm glad Doug has shifted more into a support role than a tank. His biggest flaw is mobility. If he had a way to move faster or escape pressure, he'd be much stronger. Number 5, Jae Young. Jae Young is a really solid, well-rounded brawler. His only real flaw is his low burst damage, which makes him weaker in 1v1 situations. Number 6, Jean. Even though the game lists Jean as a controller, I think he fits the support role better. His weaknesses are his low damage output and how difficult it can be to land his super, even though it can change the whole game when it grabs. His hyper is also pretty bad. Number 7, Barry. Barry's biggest flaw is his slow reload speed. On top of that, his puddles only deal damage over time, so he doesn't have much burst damage to deal with close enemies. Number 8. Max. Max can close the distance on enemies thanks to her mobility, but once she gets in range, she struggles to finish them off because of her low burst damage. Now, we're only halfway through, and there are still a lot of brawlers left to talk about. If you want to see a part 2, make sure to like the video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it.